Former Liberal staffer Bruce Lehrmann will be billed $2 million for his failed defamation case against Network 10 and journalist Lisa Wilkinson over an interview with Brittany Higgins. Mr. Lehrmann took 10 to court after his criminal trial over the alleged rape of Ms. Higgins was abandoned with no findings against him, only to have the federal court find that on the balance of probabilities he did rape Ms. Higgins. Elizabeth Byrne has been following the story and joins us now. Hi there, Liz. So how has the figure of $2 million worked out?
Well, Network 10 told the court today that its invoices were in the vicinity of $3.6 million. But after applying, there are some sort of standard reductions that you make in a case like this. And also after arriving at another figure, they decided to knock it down to about $2 million because they decided that they would give a bit of a discount in order to arrive at a lump sum figure that would be reasonable in the eyes of the court. So the judge had a good look at this and decided that that was a reasonable figure and ordered that that be the lump sum. But he also conceded that everyone accepts Mr. Lehrmann is now a man of modest means who is unlikely to ever pay that bill.
And we also heard today some details about the amount the lawyers charged.
Yes, there was a sort of short submissions from Mr. Lehrmann's lawyers. They said that 10 had run its case on a sort of Rolls-Royce basis and had used very expensive lawyers. At times they'd had up to 5 people in the courtroom. The lead barrister, Matthew Collins, charges $11,000 a day, which they said was, quite a lot. And they also pointed to some very large bills that came in after the judgment had even been delivered. But Justice Lee said, look, $11,000 a day might be at the upper end, but does reflect the value of Mr. Collins' experience in such matters. So he said he didn't think that those figures were particularly large, given his experience with civil courts, which does make one wonder and make me decide I won't ever follow up on a defamation case unless I'm going to win. But the figures being bandied about were quite staggering, and of course came to $2 million in total in the end.
And Elizabeth 10 is also still locked in a battle with Lisa Wilkinson over her costs. Has anything been said about that?
Yes, that was discussed at the start today, but we haven't really got very far with that. We know Lisa Wilkinson was after about $1.8 million in costs. 10 is talking about a much lower figure to offer her. There's going to be a referee, I think, determine what happens there, unless something else can be worked out in the meantime. But the court is still working on what the result of that should be.
Thanks, Elizabeth.